Hey guys, it's Vintage Vinny, and welcome to part 1 of my antique store haul that also includes a haul from a rummage sale. Okay, so to start off this haul video, I'm going to show you all everything that Angie and I picked up when we went to a church sale. Now, this sale had been going on for a few hours, so we were afraid that we weren't going to find too much. But lo and behold, we both did end up finding some great things. She did pay for all the stuff that I'm going to be sharing with you, so Angie, thank you again very much. And everything that you're going to see, $5. So the very first thing that you all are looking at is a hand-painted ceramic electrified tabletop piece of vintage Christmas. Now this was made probably in the 60s or 70s when that fake ceramics art project was in. It's painted really nicely, no cracks or chips. There is crazing in the glaze, which is normal from age. It does work, has been electrified. Now, I don't normally go for these handmade ceramic pieces, but sometimes if I think they're too interesting, I will go ahead and buy them because I don't want to see them end up in a landfill. Because who knows, this stuff might come back at one point. The ceramic Christmas trees did, and I have the one that my great aunt made back in 1974. And I told my dad I refused to let go of it because that and those rain lamps that are out right now, people are asking a ton of money for them, and I refuse to part with them. Anyway, back to what we're looking at. I love this, and I will be keeping that forever. Now, this next piece is not old. It's from 1998, so it's 21 years old. But I didn't want to leave it behind because it has the original tag on it. Now, when I did find it, this little bird right here, which I think is a dove, was loose on it, and I guess however long ago it was, they re-glued it with hot glue and it just didn't stay. So what I did is I put crazy glue into the dove itself where the hole was, and I just stuck it right back on top of there, and it's stuck, like it's not coming off. It's made of, let's see what it says. It's made by alabaster dust, and it's made entirely by hand. So this is a handmade piece. Very nice, I admit. So it says limited edition. I believe that says 47 out of 1,500. A. Lucchesi is what I believe that name is. Now, there is the stamp right there. Faro, made in Italy. Now, upon doing research, I couldn't find anything like this. So I'm not exactly sure if this is worth anything or if it's just one of those mass-produced pieces, or mass-made pieces, I should say, that just doesn't have any value to it. Like I said, I did do research. I couldn't find anything like this. So if you happen to know anything about this collection, let me know in the comments below. Okay. So I found this piece sitting with a bunch of tools and, stuff like that. It's a light switch plate cover made of ceramic, very Hollywood Regency. I would say this is probably from anywhere dating between the 1940s up through the 1970s when that was very much a trend. But the only reason that I grabbed it was because look at the name that's on here. Capodimonte. I've never seen fixtures made by them at all. Now the only problem with it is that it's got chipping all around the holes where the screws would go, probably from many years of taking it on and off, but there's nothing wrong with the front of it, which is what's most important, of course. I think in the condition that it sits in, I might be able to get $10, $12 out of that. Don't know why I grabbed this chunky, colorful candle votive. It's made in Taiwan, so it's probably from the 60s or 70s. The paint is coming off, so it's kind of like one of those cheaply made paints that they put on these back in the day. I just really like the different colors on there. So I am going to go ahead and hold on to that and use it for when I burn candles. So I picked up these salt and pepper shakers here. They are swordfish. They're souvenirs of Bowers, Delaware. I can't remember where, but I know it says Japan on one of these, because that's where most of that stuff was made back in the day. I think because these are in such great shape, no cracks or chips, the only thing that's really wrong with them is that they are missing their corks. But I think I can get $10, $10 to $12 just for this set here. And that's usually what I can get from my vintage salt and pepper shakers. Unless they're really unique, I will ask more for them. Found this little guy sitting in a bag of miscellaneous, tacky, ugly Easter decorations. The whole bag was marked 50 cents, but I only wanted this guy here. Now his head is waddling a little bit more because it looks like the paper has bended over the years. He's supposed to stand up, but because of age, he's not doing too much of that nowadays. So I'm going to go ahead and keep him, fix him up of course, tape him, and hopefully he will stay strong. I found this teapot lid, and judging by the style of it, I believe this is made by Belique, which is an Irish China dishware company. And they do make the stuff in Ireland, by the way, if that wasn't clear. And I knew that I had to rescue this because I think somebody who is looking for a teapot lid or has one that's broken, or they found a Belique teapot that didn't have the lid to it, will definitely want this. Now there's no place on it to indicate whether or not it's actually made by Belique, but judging by the style of this, I think it definitely is. My grandmother had been given a lot of these pieces by my grandfather. I think they got one every year back in the 70s, or he had gotten her one piece every year in the 70s. And we still have some of the pieces. I don't think this is going to fit anything that we have, because we have a smaller teapot, or at least I think we have a smaller teapot. It's been packed away for 2 years, I can't remember. I didn't do any research just to see if the lid itself would sell for anything, but it's in great shape. No cracks or chips anywhere. The hinges to hold it in place in the actual pot itself are not broken. Where it sits right now before research, I'm thinking $10 just for the lid, and this will be an easy first-class shipper. Alright, I saved the best 4 pieces for last. So I thought of Real Nifty Vintage when I saw this beaded ornament. I think this was some kind of craft that you would do back in the day. He collects these, and he does use them on his vintage Christmas tree. I knew when I saw this that it was definitely something I had to pick up for him. So I will be sending this along with that Art Deco frame that I found for him about a month ago at an antique shop. So this is going to go with it, and I hope that he likes it. So I found this really adorable figurine. This is a Joseph's original. There is the sticker right there, and it even is stamped into the ceramic itself. Now it does have a $2 price tag on it, and I guess nobody bought it from a resale shop, so it got donated. She's in very, very good condition. I like the dress that she's wearing. She definitely has age to her. The only real problem with her is that her bonnet has been chipped right here, but I didn't think that was too much of a big deal because, I mean, to find something like this overall intact despite her little flaw here is pretty remarkable. I think because of that little flaw there, I still might be able to get $17, $18 for her, because if you turn her to the side, it just kind of looks like the bonnet wasn't broken. If I decide to sell her, of course, I'm still kind of on the fence about it because I do like the way she looks, and she's not too elegant, and more than likely it will be sold, but I haven't decided yet. If you are interested in her, the link to my eBay shop is down below. If you'll see her pop up, hopefully, if I decide not to keep her. This was one of the first things that I spotted on the tables with all of the ceramics and housewares and stuff. It's a lady head vase, and she's got the jewelry with her. Now, it looks like somebody tried to get this, or did buy this for $1 at a resale shop, and I guess they just didn't want her anymore, so they donated her to the church. I thought it was really cool that this one has all of the jewelry on it, the necklace and the earrings, because most of the time when you find these, they don't have it. Now, I think because this one has the accessories, there's no cracks or chips, it's just plain white, I think I can probably get $25-30 for her, just for her alone, because I think anybody who likes shabby chic or like farmhouse decor would like this, because a lot of that rusticy stuff that's in right now, a lot of people do like the white, so I think this will definitely appeal to shabby chic, mid-century, and rustic farmhouse lovers. Now the last piece for this that I absolutely love is this awesome, adorable snow woman planter. She's in excellent condition for her age. The only real issues that I see with this, the gold is coming off of her purse, and there's a couple small spots with paint loss, but other than that, she's absolutely in exquisite shape. Now, upon doing research on this awesome piece, I looked up this code right here, X-8833, and this was made by Napco Ware in Japan, I would say probably in the 1960s. Now, there is supposed to be a snowman that goes with this, but I could only find the woman. I will be keeping this, of course, because you know me, I love my vintage Christmas, especially when it's kitschy like this. So that's everything that I got from the church sale. So let's go ahead and jump right in to the antique store stuff. So do you see this table right here? Yeah, this is pretty much everything that I got at the antique mall. Everything that you see here, with the exception of a few items that are sitting in a box, I paid $90 and I think 40 some odd cents for. Yeah, that's a lot. But with what I got, I think I'm going to be able to make a pretty decent profit on top of that. So let's go ahead and dive right into all this. Okay, so the first portion of this antique store haul is going to be wall pockets. Now, after looking at these and realizing that they really fit into the nautical theme, I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to part with these ones specifically, because they just fit into this room so well, and if I ever decide to hang them up, I can do that. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, but these wall pockets cost me, I think they were originally $2 to $3.95 each, and then they were on sale. Let me look here. Yeah, a lot of them were really cheap. Like, they were $2.95, $2.50, $3.95, $1.95, and then add 20% of that. I mean, some of these have some condition issues that I did not see when I was looking at them originally, but because they were at thrift store flea market prices, I just grabbed them because I love them so much. I'm still, like I said, unsure whether or not I'm going to be able to sell these, but I have plenty of stuff that I'm going to be making money on, so if I decide I'm going to keep these, I don't have any issue with it. But I am going to show them to you anyway. So these two right here are a set, and I thought that was really cool, and for how cheaply I got them, I wasn't going to argue the price. This one is really cool. This one is definitely luster, judging by the paint style and the shimmery goldish orange color. Now, originally someone had this in their booth from probably several years ago for $29. I would never pay that much for just one of these, but it's so cool. Now, the person's booth that I got these out of, I think they have like 3 or 4 booths in this mall, and I know they sell their stuff because they price it, like I said, to move. Like I said, you price stuff at $2 and $3.95, and you have a couple pieces that are, you know, a little bit more expensive to draw people into your booth. This person makes money. They make bank. I bought most of the stuff from them. Now, let me show you guys a little bit of a close-up of these ones. I just thought these were super cool, super intricate, super detailed. I don't know if that's a manufacturer flaw right there. I think that is. That's not a chip. Now, these do have Japan on the back of them. I just thought they were super, super cool. And like I said, this room is nautical themed, so these fit right into that. This one's really neat, too, with the orange. This one has Japan on it. This one I can definitely tell is from the 30s or the 40s, judging by the fruit decals that are on it. Now this one is one of those that I wish I would have looked at closer because, as you can see, it's been repaired. Doesn't bother me too much because I am just going to keep it and it's going to be hung up on the wall. But yeah, that was definitely a good pickup. I think that one was one of the cheaper ones for like $1.95. This looks like a sailor. Or maybe it's a Dutch boy. I think it looks more beachy or nautical than it does Dutch. This one has no markings on it. Oh, yes, it does. Japan on the bottom there. Now, this one is super, super adorable. Kids looking over, I believe that's probably a wooden fence, and there's a Scotty dog on there, but look at their little faces. How freaking cool and cute is that? That one also has Japan on it? Does this one even have a Japan stamp on it? No, it doesn't. Oh, yes, it does. Right here. Right there, covered up by, I believe, like age-old newspaper. Again, just a really, really fun piece, and I love it. Now, this one appeals to me the most because it's got an anchor on it, and it got a boat to it also. I really wish this antique mall would leave prices on stuff because I bought so much, I can't remember how much certain things were. I just kept grabbing stuff because they were so cheap. This one has also got a Japan stamp on it. I love these, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to part with them because they're just so unique and so different and so me. So let me go ahead and clear this off, and I'll show you the other pieces that I picked up. Continuing the theme of wall pockets. Now this one I wish I would have looked at better because up until I unwrapped it at home, I didn't realize this lady's arm and hand was busted off. This one is marked Made in Germany. I still think it's really cool. It's definitely got an Art Deco vibe to it, like 1920s, 1930s. I don't think this one will sell for hardly anything. I paid so little for it, so I'll go ahead and hold on to this one. I do like the different colors and the different styles of it, so this is probably one I will end up keeping because of the busted hand. But I didn't pay hardly anything for it, so not much of a loss to me. This one, with the horse in a horseshoe frame, I think will sell really, really well. It does have Made in Japan on it, and it is older. It has all that crazing. This one, I think I might ask $17 to $20 for. No cracks or chips. Now, the ones that just fell are floral frames. No markings on them, so I can't say exactly where they're from or who made them. But I think these will probably sell for $20 to $25. And I think I'm going to pair them together because they do kind of go together. This one's really cool. This one is of a bull. And he's wearing a floral lei on him. So I believe this is probably another souvenir piece. Although I don't see any markings on it anywhere other than that 184 stamp. In very good condition, I think this might bring 20 bucks. Or I'm going to ask 20 and take offers from there. Okay, so that's it for the wall pockets. Actually, no. I've got one more wall pocket, and this one is a match holder. Match or toothpick, I think. And ceramic. It's got a chef on it. No markings to indicate where it was made. I might do 18 to 20 on that with best offer. Now this was a really good pickup. This is a lady head vase. As you can see, there's a lot of paint missing on her, and there's a slight chip on her hat right there. No marking to indicate who she was made by. Most likely this was Napco, probably in the 50s or 60s. It was $1.95 originally for her, and then I got 20% off of that. So before taxes, I paid $1.57 for this. Now, I definitely think that somebody will buy this despite all of the flaws. Anybody who likes rustic, warped pieces will probably enjoy having this. Now, I don't like my vintage pieces to be perfect because they don't really have a story to tell if they don't have paint missing or they don't have chips or whatnot. I think I'm going to list her probably for, maybe I'll try it out for 20 or 25 bucks and see where I go from there. That's just a guesstimate. I might list it for lower. But like I said, if you like a rustic, shabby chic, warped look, this would be perfect for you. Let you guys get a little bit more of a close-up of her. I mean, isn't she cool? Somebody out there is going to absolutely love this. Alright, this next item I'm going to share with you all is a planter. I've never ever come across one of these before. In the 6 years I've been doing YouTube, never seen a planter like this before. It's of an old sewing machine. This one is made by Inarco, Japan. Never have I ever seen one of these before. I thought it was really interesting and definitely unique. I may end up keeping this one, I'm not exactly sure, because again, it's one of those pieces that I've never come across, so we will see. I may end up selling it, I may end up keeping it, who knows, because I do like the vintage planters, especially if they're different and unique, like this one is. Alright, let me go ahead and grab the last group of items, or next group of items. So that's all I have for you today. Be sure and give this video a big thumbs up, leave a comment below, subscribe if you haven't already. Click the bell next to the subscribe button if you'd like to know when new videos are posted. All the links to my social media accounts via Instagram are down below as well, where you will see pictures of items to come in future haul videos. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye guys!